When you see a car in its finished state, at least visually, it's really easy to critique. It's really easy to take a look at it and go, okay, well, I get that. But it is not easy to get to this point, especially when it's something that is so extreme, so grandiose, that it's almost impossible. This car, I think, really captivates the process that Battle Aero did with taking something that is very much meant to function. So the form had, of course, to follow that. So this is my dream car personified. To hit the mark, to hit the goal of what you wanted that is functional, looks amazing, that requires a lot of planning and a lot of very methodical steps early on. If you don't have those, you're never gonna get to this point. What I wanna do is run you guys through the process of getting to here from an idea and what it takes and what Battle Aero did early on to make sure I got my baby. How do you get a car that looks like an RX-7 but really isn't an RX-7 to this stage? Well, we scanned it. We scanned the entire car. And so we captured the vehicle, not only the existing remains of the body, but also the major important points of the chassis. Once we established the functionality of the front wheels, you instantly were left with a, crap, that is a huge front end. Now, this car is extended from the stock FD about 8 inches behind the wheel, but then it's also 10 inches wider than the stock car as well. And so the question was, how do we make this aesthetic? Because it's obnoxiously wider. We have a stock car windshield, we have a stock car center section. Sure enough, we were able to make some very key decisions about how the whole front would be shaped. What you see here, at the end of the day, the goal is that the tire can bounce 3 inches up into the fender while turning and maintain no interference with the bodywork. And we actually took the hood's natural lines that the stock FD has and more or less put them on steroids and brought that whole section up higher. We were able to bring this up so you had, again, still more or less a waterfall effect coming down to here and going there. Instead of rising up and then dropping back down, it really still makes it look paying homage to the stock FD. Battle Aero went and made out of wood, which just blew my mind, the molds for the rear fender pieces. And of course you have to blend all that in, and that's exactly what they did. They made the pieces, set them on there, and then spent quite a bit of time blending those into the body. That showed me that it was possible. That was probably the best part about this, is that they were able to prove to me you can design it in CAD and have the end result here. We went and made these out of carbon fiber because we knew that, okay, this is the version of the fender that we want. It's got this really awesome rotor shape that Gio had designed in here, angled so it didn't look cheesy. I mean, there's so many design aspects of this fender. We wanted to have it kind of encapsulate the tire better. We wanted to have, just again, all the turning ability and whatnot. One of the guys from Battle Aero came out and added these 2 caps. They were also, just like the rear fenders, made out of wood and then turned into a fiberglass mold, grafted onto the aluminum hoods that I had made that was all worked in to make the mold for what is now the carbon fiber hood. One of the really cool, smallest things is this piece right here, actually. Battle Aero helped design this area and then helped me cut it in the CNC machine here out of foam, and we turned it into a little fiberglass plug piece that was then grafted to the body, because I was afraid that during body work, this angle that I was looking for, like this, would get lost. And it actually was a major success. It's quite a journey, and you can actually see Battle Aero gave us the plugs, the molds, the massive wood piece that they made the fenders from. They made a positive to make a negative to make a positive. It's a really, really fascinating process.